Hi everyone. Okay, we've all known it, that the intervention effects sometimes worse than the original problem. Look at Iraq, look at Libya. He's talking about a Libya, and listen to what he admits. So sad what's gone down in these countries.
Very good example of this very complex strategic context we find ourselves in the 21st century. What we saw in Libya is a powerful and really graphic example of how measures taken to resolve an immediate problem have second and third order effects that are sometimes, maybe, or sometimes could be worse than the original problem that we were trying to solve.
Okay, and now look at this. This is from PJ Tatler, or PJ Media, and they have done some research here. Vetted moderate Free Syrian Army commander admits alliance with ISIS, confirms PJ Media reporting. Okay, so there is no separation. In fact, this may be a strategy. They say we're separate from ISIS. We want to, we fight for you, with the U.S. Please back us and help us to fight ISIS. But no, they're all one big thing together, and this, they are the Islamic State. If you say ISIS, then it's Syria, and ISIL, then it's the Levant. However, they renamed themselves Islamic State for a reason, because they want it to be worldwide, a worldwide caliphate. Anyway, look at this. As President Obama laid out his strategy last night for dealing with the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, and as bipartisan leadership in Congress pushes to approve as much as $4 billion to arm Syrian rebels, it should be noted that the keystone to his anti-Assad policy, the vetted moderate Free Syrian Army, is now admitting that they too are working with the Islamic State. But don't we know this? Don't we know that they're similar? They're the heart-eating ones, the Free Syrian Army. This confirms PJ Media's reporting last week about the Free Syrian Army's alliances with Syrian terrorist groups. On Monday, the Daily Star in Lebanon quoted a Free Syrian Agents Army Brigade commander saying that his forces were working with the Islamic State and Jabhat al-Nusra, al-Qaeda's official Syrian affiliate, both U.S. designated terrorist organizations near the Syrian-Lebanon border. Okay, here is the quote. We are collaborating with the Islamic State and the Nusra Front by attacking the Syrian army's gatherings in Qiymun, said Basil Idris, the commander of an FSA-aligned rebel brigade. They're all the same. How can they possibly separate? And then also, sometimes they change sides. Even though they're killing each other, say they're fighting ISIS, sometimes they will leave whichever side they're on and go to another side. This is a really vicious train wreck coming. This is going to be ugly, I have a feeling. We have reached a point where we have to collaborate with anyone against unfairness and injustice, confirmed Abu Khaled, another FSA commander who lives in Arsul. Let's face it, the Nusra Front is the biggest power present right now in Qiymun, and we as FSA would collaborate on any mission they launch as long as it coincides with our values. Oh my goodness, what are their values? Death. Alright, so it's right here, and there's lots of links. I'll put a link to this if you want to go look at it, because there's a lot of documentation, it seems like, and things that he's found. Money that the U.S. has given to this group, and defections to ISIS. pledged allegiance to FSA brigades that had pledged allegiance to ISIS teamed up. Oh my gosh. This is like getting close to the ugly end, but hallelujah. The end is actually going to be great. God bless everyone.